Hi friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Juan. I'm a yarn addict, hence the name Juan the Yarn Addict, and I want to thank each and every one of you guys for stopping by to check out my video today. This is a yarn and crochet channel where we talk about all things yarn and all things crochet, so if that interests you, please sit back and watch this video because today, my friends, I offer you a show and tell. I'm going to show you my hooks and I'm going to tell you all about them. I'm going to tell you which ones are my favorite. I'm going to tell you which ones maybe we should steer clear from or maybe think twice before making that purchase. And then also I'm going to pull some yarn and I'm going to work up some things with these hooks and kind of show you the details of what's what. So I'm going to take you guys over to the tutorial table, give you an overhead view, and we'll take it from there. All right, so I'll see you on the other side. Okay friends, welcome to the tutorial table. This is where I'm going to show you all the hooks. You're going to get an up-close view. We're going to talk all the things. So let me just take things out of the basket here. Because I have my knitting in here as well. So I'm going to take my crochet hooks out and leave the knitting. And then I'll clear the table and we'll talk all the things. I just need to use the table right now. Just give me a few seconds. Okay, so now I'm moving the basket. Okay, so let me clear the table here and talk some things. I'm going to leave this here for right now. All right, and I'm going to put this here, and I'm going to put this here. Okay, so friends, I want to talk about all of this. So this here I got at Walmart, this here I got off of Temu, and this I got at Amazon. Now I don't shop Temu anymore, just preference. I don't shop there for hooks anyway. So let me explain why you're looking at these right now. These are hooks that I would perhaps think twice about before making that purchase, or I would only purchase if I had no other options, to go with, okay? So first of all, let's talk about this Tunisian situation, this table of spaghetti here. So I got all of this for $10. I think it was like $9 and some change at Amazon, which is a very good price for Tunisian hooks, especially an entire set, okay? However, when you look at these hooks, okay, now, Tunisian hooks traditionally are known for having this kind of head, but look at the actual hook. What exactly is that holding? I mean, I don't know who designed that, but this is not holding anything at all in terms of what this was designed for, in my opinion, okay? I do want to preface that all of this is my opinion, and please, just take it as that. We all have opinions. I have mine, and I'm sharing it. Just to put these hooks into context, actually, I do have some wooden hooks. So here's Knit Picks. Okay. This is a Knit Picks crochet hook. It's not Tunisian, but it's a wooden hook. And I just want to explain to you what I mean by when we look at that Tunisian hook. Okay, so this is the Knit Picks hook here. Do you see how deep that hook is? This is intended to hold some yarn. I mean, yes, granted, they're two completely different sizes, but look at the depth between these two. Okay, I would have hoped that this hook here had a little depth to it, or maybe designed a little differently to be able to hold some yarn. I don't know if they're all made this way, but no, I don't enjoy this at all. I tried working a project with this and it did not work for me. The yarn kept slipping. So think twice about these Tunisian hooks. If you're out looking for Tunisian hooks, try to find ones that have a deeper cut inside here. The head, however, is perfect. It's exactly designed the way it should be for Tunisian, which is great. The wood is smooth, which is good. This is not printed on here, which is good. It's literally just the actual hook. And my friends, when we crochet, this part here is everything. Okay? Well, it's most of the things. It's not everything, but it's most of the things. Like, how are we crocheting if we don't have a good hook? You know? So, yes, think twice about this, okay? And if you shop Amazon for Tunisian hooks, look at the pictures. Open them up and look at this and see if you can find one that cuts in a little deeper, maybe at more of an angle, you know, that top part. Okay? So now let's go to this. Now, this is the one and only time that I bought hooks from Temu. And I unfortunately, I won't be buying from Temu anymore. Now, one thing I can say is that I do like all the foo-foo here. I mean, I do like that. It's nice to look at. It's not exactly ergonomic, but it does help. It beats just going right onto the metal. The one drawback to this is the actual quality of the hook. Okay? It looks like they were in a hurry when they made these. It is smooth, but it's just not comfortable. I mean, it's not round. Is that truly the correct size? It says 10 millimeter. I mean, there's really no way to tell because it look at the way that it's shaved, you know? And I would say the same thing about the rest of these. Like, is that shaved down to size? I mean, how accurate is the size of this hook? A 9 millimeter hook. I mean, you know. So, that's a 6.5, that's an 8, that's a 7. Now, I was actually looking for tapered hooks. Tapered metal hooks that were larger than a 6.5. So, I mean, I had a purpose for purchasing these hooks. I just don't really appreciate the quality of these hooks. However, you know, when push comes to shove, when you absolutely need a hook and you don't have one but these, then obviously, as you can see, it gets the job done. Are there better hooks out on the market? Yes. But if you're in a pinch and you need to get this, then fine, you know. But yeah, I would maybe look elsewhere first and use this as a last resort. And just, you know, be careful of the quality of the hooks, okay? So, there's that. Let me just put these back in here. Next, the Boye hooks, okay? We can talk ad nauseum about this. I mean, we can go on for at least an hour about Boye hooks, but we're not going to. This set here was purchased at Walmart. Actually, it comes like this in the package. You don't really get to see the back. And so what I will tell you is, are these hooks sufficient? Yes, they are. Do they get the job done? Yes, they do. The quality is much better than the Temu hooks. If you look at the back, it's nice and smooth and all the things, okay? The only issue that I have with these Boye hooks is the quality of these hooks do not compare to the quality of Boye hooks that were from yesteryear. So, I'm going to place you on a brief pause and I'm going to bring up some vintage Boye hooks and I'm going to show you the difference between these and the vintage ones, okay? Okay, friends, so I pulled a few of my hooks from Stash, and so obviously we know the Walmart ones, but here I have some vintage ones. So these three here are ones that have the quotation marks on them. Okay, clearly these are vintage. Some of them have prices on them, 55 cents for a K. And this one here at the time was 35 cents. Okay, so the Boye hooks with quotation marks, I mean, this is where it was, you know. Very good quality. I mean, these were reliable and all the things. Then you also have these hooks here that are dulled out. They're not glossed up. And so these are also my good vintage ones. And so when you compare these two, okay, so for instance, I'm going to pull the eye hook from here and the eye hook from here. Okay, so this is what the back looks like there. And then the important part, this. I mean, you can clearly tell right off the bat which one has the higher quality. It's the blue one. Look at the design. You can just tell that the green one was mass manufactured. You can tell, you know, how care wasn't taken when making that green hook. It just went through a machine and it did its things. Obviously this went through a machine as well, but the machines were clearly much better. And obviously it stood the test of time, right? So there's that one there. Now let's compare some of the older ones. I'm just assuming. I don't know if these ones are older than these. I'm thinking these are the older ones. And then older, or oldest, older, and then current. So this is a K. Let's look at this K. Let's look at the back. Okay. Now look at this. The red one clearly looks more of a K to me than the blue one. But just look at the overall design. I mean, the quality. Now, will both hooks do the job? Yes, absolutely. You know, like I said, this gets the job done. However, if you had other options, I would consider those first before resorting to this. Again, there's nothing wrong with these. They do the job. This is a matter of opinion and preference. Okay? So anyway, those are my Boye hooks. Just a little sampling. And I clearly, you know, I want to tell you more about these older hooks and why they're so good. Obviously, it's the craftsmanship, but also, too, the tapered hook is really tapered. Okay? Whereas, you know, it's not really tapered. I mean, it's tapered, but not to this extent, if I'm making any sense. See how it goes in? I mean, it's all the way tapered. So, anywho, those are my Boye hooks. I'm going to place you guys on a brief pause, and I'm going to give you another set of hooks. 1 second. Okay, friends, so next we're going to talk Susan Bates. So we have Boye hooks and then Susan Bates. So Susan Bates, like Boye, have, you know, older hooks and newer hooks. I guess there's a defining difference between what the older hooks look like versus what the newer ones look like. And I'm going to show you because I have vintage and I have current. So this pack here is probably the only current ones that I have. Let me just double check. Yes. So the way I'm able to tell that these here are the current ones, on the back, this is kind of what that looks like. It's very straightforward. I mean, yeah, it's an inline. It's not tapered. So let me just grab a flat edge here, if that makes any sense. I mean, it's a straight edge all the way around. So anyway, the printing on the hook is what, you know, I use as a way of saying, okay, these are the newer ones. So the older ones have cursive handwriting on the hooks. Now, you have hooks that were made in Mexico, which I don't really know. They're not recent, but I don't think they're vintage. Mexico. Okay. So yeah, these ones here, they're not vintage, but they're not new. So I think I bought these probably 15 years ago or so. These probably 10 years ago. 5 or 10. 15. But these have been around for a long time. And you can clearly tell, okay? And then the back. All this information on the back, the way it looks and how it's all written out, looks nothing like this. So this is all, fairly recent. This here is what a vintage Susan Bates looks like. And this is, the complete set here. This is what the pack used to look like. So yeah, whole set here. And then I have these wooden doohickeys here. It's the cursive handwriting. Again, I don't think they're like vintage because again, look at the print on the hook. Well, not the print, but you know what I mean. It doesn't give me what these give me. I'll show that to you again. Okay. So these here, they claim to be vintage, but it's got the same printing as this. So I'm just going to put those over there. I mean, it's been claimed that these are vintage, but yeah, this is the vintage one. And then we have some plastic hooks here, which in all honesty, there's really no defining way to say, oh, these are vintage, these are not. I mean, there's really no way. They're very flimsy. I'm holding on to them because they're old, and that's pretty much it. Just trying to see if there's a year on here. No year. Okay, so these are my Susan Bates hooks. Again, if I would go to Susan Bates, but if you have a way to find the older Susan Bates, like anything in this pile here, go for it. But I would tell you that if you're looking for an inline hook, Susan Bates is a pretty decent company to go with. You don't really have to worry about the lack of quality. They're very consistent. Even with the newer ones, I mean, there is no inconsistency with their inline hooks. I mean, it's straightforward. They're very consistent, so I would recommend Susan Bates for inline, because that's what all these are. Okay, so I'm going to put you on a brief pause, and then we're going to talk about some of my favorite hooks. Okay, 1 second. Okay, friends, so I have these two here. These two here are my favorite everyday hooks to use. Okay, let me just get right into it. If you're not aware of what this is Prim container. So these are my Prim hooks, and this is my go-to hook. These are normally tied up in whip baskets, but I did some house cleaning, and so 6mm Prim hook. This is my go-to hook. Friends, when Michaels has a deal, I always go for their hooks because you can get this hook at a very good price. I think I paid, I want to say about $5 or so for each of the hooks. Now, I was gifted 2 of these, and 2 of these I had. So, yeah, these are very good hooks. I love the ergonomics. I love the size. Also too, the beveling here, it holds the yarn very nice. So, I mean, I try to steer clear from using these for tutorials. They make a noise every now and then because, you know, they're not metal hooks. But, I mean, they slide and it's so nice. It holds the yarn. It doesn't slip. I enjoy it very much. And I talk very highly about the Prim hooks. I always have. But it's not everyone's cup of tea. You know, that I do understand. You know, not everyone can go for this kind of a hook. And, it, you know, just go to town with it and it not slip. You know. So, the Prim hooks come in a variety of sizes. The smallest one being, from what I understand, let me see if I can pull it out of here, a C. So that is the smallest one I think I have. Yes, a C. It is very, 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 very small. And the largest one that I have here, I think, is this one. An O. I think I have a P. Let me see. Do I have a P? I thought I did. What's this one? This is an N. Oh, that's sad. I thought I had a P. I have an M, N, and an O. So I guess O is the largest one that I have. And, yeah. Look at that beveling on the side there. This is perfect for like 6 and 7 weight yarns. So nice. Again, I only get these when they're on sale and when I have coupons. That's the only time I get these. But for me, they work perfectly because of the size. Okay? And they're affordable compared to a lot of the higher end hooks. The next set here are my Clover hooks. Now, I will tell you the best place to get these is Amazon. Amazon sells these for literally half the price that Michaels does. I think I got my set for like 40 bucks. The entire set of the metal ones here. And they run, I think the smallest hook I have here is a B hook. A 2.25 millimeter hook, which is perfect for, you know, 1 weight superfine yarns. Is this? Yeah, that's a C. So the B is the smallest one I have, and the largest one I have in the metal is a 6 millimeter J hook. And I like to use these hooks for my 3 weight yarns. I won't use the 6 millimeter for my 3 weight yarns, but I'll use everything else, depending on the project. But I do like these. The only drawback is the size of the hook. Like, my hand eats up this hook. And I find myself getting stabbed by it because my hands are so big. But the grip is nice. The brushed metal is super nice. It glides like butter. Love that. And again, if you're looking to get these hooks, the best place is Walmart. Or if you're going to go to Michael's, make sure that you have like that 40% coupon and you also have like register rewards or whatever so that you can get it for a decent price. But Amazon is the place to go for these. Okay. The larger hooks, unfortunately, I had to buy 1 by 1 by 1, and I had to do the whole wait for the sale, use the coupon, and all the things, because the set isn't as affordable as this is, the larger ones anyway. So I do have these 3 larger ones here. I have a K, which is a 6.5 millimeter hook. I have an L, which is an 8. And I have a 7 millimeter hook. So no letter, just number 7, which is nice. So yes, I do like the Clovers. It's a go-to hook. It's a decently priced set if you want a good quality hook. Now, I always talk about that beveling, but you know, this brushed metal kind of excuses the fact that there is no beveling up here around. I mean, it is just smooth like butter. Everyone that uses this and enjoys it will swear by these hooks. Just saying. Okay, so there's that. And so now I would like to share with you some of the hooks that I like to use that are collector's hooks. So first, in my whole entire collection, I only have one gem hook. It's this one right here. It's a letter I. It's my Pride and Joy gem hook. Gem. Again, I mean, this is, I guard this. I'm like, where's my gem hook? I can't lose it. Anyway, very good hook. High quality. Tapered. It gives the entire tapered situation everything that it should have. I mean, it's perfect. Good quality hook. Okay. Then I have some hero hooks here. I've shown you guys the hooks as I've gotten them in through gifts and whatnot, but I will tell you some of my go-to hero hooks that I use all the time. Where is it? So this K I use all the time. And then there's a blue J that I use all the time as well. Here it is. I use that. And then this light green I. So those three hooks right here are the ones, the hero hooks that I use the most. If you watch my tutorials, 9 times out of 10, I'm holding this hook right here. And it's just so comfortable to use. I mean, I love a good ergonomic hook, but when I'm not using one, it's this. And I like to use this for my bulkier yarns. It's just, the taper is perfect. Look at that. It's so nice. And then this is the eye hook. So nice. Anyway, I do enjoy these. These are not available in stores. They're collector's items. You can find them on eBay, estate sales. Yeah, I constantly, I'm in the hunt for these. And I will tell you that this gem hook is literally everything. If I had one hook that was perfect in all aspects of the situation, this gem hook would be it. Look at this head. I mean, seriously. Wow. These are both the same size eyes. It's just so nice, this gem hook. Anyway, so those are the hero hook situations that I really enjoy working with. If you're into the hero hooks, check out eBay, look at estate sales. You know, you never know what you can find in places like that. So always keep your eyes peeled. Now I have some hooks here that I really enjoy. I don't use very often, but when I do, I really enjoy them. So I have O-Fire hooks, and then I have this Streamline Furls hook. This was actually, all these were gifted to me. So if you see your hook here, thank you. I really appreciate you. This here is super nice. I really enjoy this hook. The only reason why I'm not using this as much is because I use my Furls Odyssey, which I'll show you in a minute, more so than this, and it's the grip. The grip is a little better with the Odysseys than this. It gets the job done. It's nice. It's aesthetically pleasing. It looks nice. I enjoy working with this. There's nothing negative that I can say about it. It's literally just preference. Now these O-Fire hooks are shorter than my Prim hooks and everything else like that. These are resin hooks. And these were gifted to me. One was gifted to my mother and one was gifted to me. This one was gifted to me. This one was gifted to my mother. My mother received this and said, Juan, you use that. I will stick with my hero hook. So I'm the adventure person in the household. So she gifted it back to me, and of course I accepted. And these are both 6.5 millimeter crochet hooks, resin. I really like the tip. The tip has a point to it, which is super nice. Yeah, I mean, there's really nothing bad I can say about it. It's ergonomic. It is a little on the shorter side, but it's still long enough that it's not stabbing my hand, which is nice. And you can find these hooks for under $20. There's a lot of our friends on the YouTube streets that are affiliates. So definitely check our friends out to see if they're affiliates. Check them out first. If you don't find any affiliates, then just go to ofire.com and you'll see all these. So these are very nice to work with. Let me close this up here. And then I'm going. Sorry about that, friends. My battery died. I'm back. And I want to show you some things that I got off of Amazon. These are moderately priced hooks. They're good deals for what they are. And I'm super excited to share these with you. First, we're going to start with this one. This set here, I came across haphazardly. I was just searching for hooks, and I saw this, and I said, you know what? Let me take a look at this. So I got this entire set for like $11 on Amazon. It comes with darning needles, and it comes with stitch markers. I mean, it's a great deal. And it starts with a 2 millimeter hook. And it goes up to a 6 millimeter hook over here. And what I like about these hooks is the length. I mean, the length is nice. I can hold it. I can use the thumb rest. The one drawback I will say is the neck is not to my liking. I wish it was a little longer, if I'm being honest. But for $11, I'm not complaining. Because if I'm not mistaken, let me pull the Clover hook and look at that neck. And we're going to compare. So this is the Clover neck. This is this set here from Amazon. And it's exactly the same length. Well, no, not really. Is it? Yeah, same length. So I can't really complain. And actually, I mean, we have some length here, you know? So not a bad set, friends, for $11. Seriously. Deals and steals, right? So $11, full set, comes with this case. I like it. I highly recommend that, you know, if you're looking to play around with different sets and you want to, you know, try different sets and not break the bank doing it, I would give these a whirl. Like the name here, I have never been able to make out. LEW, and then I'm lost here. Is this an H, an OO, or I'm not exactly sure. But if you go to Amazon and you type in LEW, I'm sure it'll come up, or LEW and then crochet hook, and see what the going price is. But these are super nice if you want to experiment and play around. Okay, so next I have these two sets. These are actually two parts of the same set. We have the regular sizes and then the plus size. So let's look at these. Got these off of Amazon as well. Runaway hook. So this is, I think it's called the Beechwood crochet hook set. And you can get this entire set for under $20 on Amazon. Just type in Beechwood crochet hooks. They will come up. The smallest hook in this set is a 3 millimeter crochet hook. It's ergonomic. I mean, it's not giving Prim. It's not giving, you know, furls. You know, it's not as thick as this. But, I mean, it's beechwood, you know, and the neck is super long, which is nice, especially if you're doing entrelac and you don't want to carry a Tunisian crochet hook. I mean, it's wide enough for that. So the smallest is a 3, and the largest one is, I believe, a 6. Yeah, this is the 6. So that's super nice. Now I wish it had the beveling like the Prim hooks do to be able to hold that yarn, but you know what? Look how long that neck is. I'm good. You know? We have to pick and choose our battles, and I'm so satisfied with the length of the necks of these hooks. So there's that, and I believe, what's in here? So these also come with stitch markers and needles here. I'm loving the neon. So that's nice. Okay, let me put that back in there. Okay, so it rolls up like that and like this. Okay, next we have the larger set. So this larger set starts at 6.5 millimeters and goes up to 12. And honestly, friends, the neck on these hooks are considerably long for what they are. I mean, this 6.5 millimeter crochet hook is the perfect hook. I mean, nice handle, very long neck. It's very nice. And the 12s, yep, the 12. It's a very nice hook considering. And I paid $20 for each set. Actually less than 20. So I can't remember exactly, but yeah, each one was less than $20. So again, if you're looking to experiment for some decent hooks, try these. Okay. So now I want to share with you guys some higher end hooks, ones that I enjoy using, but I don't use that much. So this one here is a streamlined furls hook. The only reason why I don't use this one is because I'm currently using the Odyssey, the Furls Odyssey, the discontinued one. I use that all the time. If you're watching my tutorials and you see the brown handled one, I'm using that all the time. It's just so nice. It's actually tied up in the middle of a whip right now, so that's why it's not in here. But I did bring the 5.5 millimeter crochet hook, the Furls Odyssey. It's also discontinued. I believe all of these are discontinued, but you can find them on eBay if you're interested, or if you know somebody that has furls hooks that's willing to sell them to you or whatever. They're very, very good hooks. It's unfortunate that they no longer make these. Okay, so next, these are not higher end hooks, but they're very good quality hooks. These are O-Fire hooks. These were gifted to me and my mother, and then my mother gifted this back to me because she doesn't work with hooks this large, whereas I do. Both of these hooks are 6.5 millimeter K hooks. This one was gifted to me, and this one was gifted to Mom. And I really enjoy it. I mean, I love the point. It gets right into them stitches, which is super nice. And it just glides. It's super nice. Let me, I have my blue yarn handy. Let's just do that and that. I know me crocheting left-handed, it weirds people out. I guess maybe they're not used to seeing a left-handed crocheter. But yeah, I actually like this hook. It's nice. It does slip every now and then, but that's that bevel that I was talking about. The hooks that don't really have bevels, and I'm not talking about like tapered. I'm not talking about that. You see how clean cut that is? There's really nothing holding the yarn in the corners to keep it from slipping, which is fine. It's just literally preference. I mean, not all hooks have to have the bevels. It's just something that I look for that helps hold the yarn and keeps it from slipping. It's just, you know, if you do it and you take your time, you're not going to slip. But if you're in a rush, you know how it goes. So there is that. And then I want to share my Nelson wood with you. I've shown it on my channel several times, but because it's a hook show and tell, why not? So this is my Nelson wood up close and personal. This here is Midnight with ebony and yellow gold. It's a J hook. So nice. So if you're interested in these hooks, check out the website. It's nelsonwood.net. Handcrafted ergonomic crochet hooks. And this one was Midnight Ebony and Yellow Gold. So yeah, super nice. All right, so that is my review. I'm gonna take us back over to the other room to give you guys some final thoughts, okay? I'll be right back. Hi friends, welcome back to the studio. So I hope you enjoyed this hook review. I didn't get to show everything. I mean, there were a lot of hooks in this container, but I mean, for what I've shown, I think I've shown a nice little spectrum of things. Maybe in the future we'll do another one. But for now, I really wanted to show you guys the hooks that I really enjoy, and maybe ones that we need to second guess and, you know, look and see if there are other options. Yeah, so I hope that you guys enjoyed this hook review show and tell. Many of you guys have asked for it, and I just put my best foot forward and hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the like button. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, hopefully I've earned your subscription. Please subscribe. And then hit that notification bell to stay updated with everything regarding me and my channel. So until next time, guys, take care. Bye.